Nice glasses.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm actually getting new ones, but thank you. Yeah. I've had they're getting scratched.
Nice glasses. Did you hear that? Welcome to Who's Drinking What? A craft beer podcast where we talk about craft beer and just enjoyment. Today is a little bit of a special episode because, guys, we're here live at Upland at their main tap room in Bloomington, Indiana. It's February 21st. It's really freaking snowy.
Sure is.
We got a full table here, and I'll tell you that in a second. I'm Peter Hines, joined alongside guest co-host Sam Mooney today.
Hello, everyone. I'm back, whether you like me to be or not.
You can remember him from episode 11. Yeah, 1-1. Brooks Scott is beside me. He wasn't going to be here, but because of the weather that we have, what did we get, like 4 inches of snow? Let's not be too...
I'd say more than 4, maybe. It's snowed quite a bit.
So he's here. His plans changed.
So here I am drinking some beers.
And then we have special guest Alex Brown in the house.
Yes, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah, you're looking terrible, Sarah. Guys, fans of the shows, you may already know, catch us on Twitter at Who's Drinking What. No T on the end, just spell it out, leave that T off. Twitter's like, that's too long. Or
Stupid
Gmail
Twitter.
at who'sdrinking.what@gmail.com. Any suggestions for the show, suggestions for games, please do it. I also want to say, I haven't listened to this yet, but we may be a little louder in the background noise today because we are in the tap room at Upland. Big party sitting down right behind us.
Of women, no less. Right?
Lots of them.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
I'm wondering if this is some sort of like shower of some kind.
We're right here in the crowd.
We're going to move on, though. We're not going to dwell on it. Because we have beers in front of us, guys, and they need to be drank.
Sure do.
And we're doing, this should be obvious, but all Upland beers today. So, hey, Prost.
Cheers.
Drink them up, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Mine was a roller coaster of deliciousness.
That's good. I've had
You
that
look a
one.
little
It's very
overwhelmed there,
tasty.
too, Brooks.
I took a huge drink of it. I guess I'll start.
Go ahead.
I got it's not even on here. I got the Coastbuster Imperial IPA. It's quite hoppy. Finish is quite hoppy. It's definitely an Imperial IPA. Pretty powerful. I love it, though.
I'm kind of right in the same vein. I've got the Komodo Dragon Black IPA, which I don't believe is on the menu either. No. Brooks and I kind of have some specialties here, but again, very hoppy, very dark. I mean, black is the night, but very enjoyable, very smooth at the end. I haven't really had many black IPAs, but this one's really enjoyable.
Is it different than your typical IPA? I mean, do you get some of the black malts? Or I'm guessing is what
Definitely,
make it
definitely. It's whereas a normal IPA is just kind of like hits you straight off with the hops. This is much more balanced. You get those other kind of flavors.
Does it have like a smoky or roasty flavor?
A little bit, a little roasty. I wouldn't say smoky so much as a little roasty. Not necessarily coffee, but borderline like dark chocolate almost.
Interesting.
I've had a couple black IPAs where it's almost like you're drinking dark chocolate and then there's that hop backbone to it. But this one's a little hoppier, but it's still really good.
So perfect for snowy day.
Definitely. Perfect for driving down US 37 40 miles an hour on crappily plowed roads.
We'll get to that in a second because Alex Brown is almost the exact opposite type of beer over there.
Yes. Yeah. I'm having some wheat ale brewed with organic coriander, chamomile, and orange peel to be light on the tongue and refreshingly tart. It has a 4.7 ABV and a 15.0 IBU. And
That's low. That
what's
means it's
IBU
not as
stand
bad.
and an 11 SG, and it won the gold medal at the Great American Beer Festival. That's a little known facts about things on the back of a menu.
It is a classic. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's been around for a long time. I don't know if it was their first beer they made, but it's the first one I ever had of theirs.
I usually don't like wheat ales.
Yeah?
And this one's not bad.
Well, like I mentioned the last time I was on, that was kind of the one that got me into craft beer. I had a lot of that in college. It's
Just because it's been so readily available in Bloomington
For
the past
sure.
however long that I've lived here. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I should explain a little bit about Alex, and I think one thing that I'm kind of intrigued to have you on the show is you don't necessarily call yourself a craft beer fan. You enjoy beer.
Craft cheese.
Craft cheese.
If you know what I'm saying. Right? Oh, God. That bartender's gorgeous. Anyway.
All of that was true and hilarious.
All of these
But,
things are true.
Alex, I don't know. Maybe it'll be this one. We do like to ask our guests, is there a craft beer that you had, or a beer that you can remember that kind of opened you into the idea of getting more taste out of your beer than just drinking it for alcoholic purposes?
This is crazy, and it probably isn't going to... There's a Mexican beer called Tecate.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm a huge Hellboy fan, and so one time I thought it was a prop beer. I thought it was a prop beer on Hellboy, and me and my roommate made a big bet, and whoever won got to either he was going to buy Tecate or I was going to buy him his favorite beer if it's not a real beer. And we went and we smoked cigars and drank Tecate just like Hellboy likes, and it was amazing. Like I just loved it. Tecate's amazing to me.
Oh, that's awesome. No, I like that.
Pretty good.
You know what? That actually reminds me. It was, I think we were seeing Gangs of New York on Christmas Day in theaters, but there was a preview for this movie. It comes on, and it was one of those early teasers where it's just showing you very small snippets, and it's more like a lot of graphics because they weren't ready for a full trailer yet. And we were like, oh, what's this? And one of my friends was like, I've already seen this. It's like fucking Devil Kid or something.
Are you hanging out with a Muppet?
Yeah. It was Hellboy, and he called it
It sounded like
Devil
an East Coast Muppet. So, I don't know.
This is the same guy, actually, that once went to Subby's, which is a Dayton sub chain, and he ordered a cheesesteak and a cheese stick. But he's like, can I get a cheese stick and a cheese stick? And the waitress came back with 2 cheese sticks.
And the waitress, Miss Peggy. Right? Mind blown. Hey, by the way, can I? You said Gangs in New York. Can I just say, Daniel Day-Lewis shafted on the Best Oscar that year by Adrian Brody. Just wanted to to that
Was the Pianist year, wasn't it?
The Pianist was a good movie, but Daniel Day-Lewis deserved that. Bill the Butcher was...
Bill the Butcher.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Gangs of New York's in my top 10 movies for
Except
sure.
when you see Cameron Diaz. Talk about the biggest drain on a movie. Not needed. Her
I
role.
forgot she was in there.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah,
it's
a great
maybe it was just
So
miscast. I don't. But
know.
it was a little unnecessary though too. I'll agree.
It was a man's movie. Scorsese's so good about having a man's movie.
Yeah.
Goodfellas, Wolf on Wall Street, other movies I can't remember.
I just watched Taxi Driver for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
that
gosh.
was a fucked up movie.
I am going to act like I have seen that.
It just
it's
gets
just
progressively creepier and creepier.
What is it? Multiple personality or just psychosis? Some sort of
He's like a Vietnam vet, and he just kind of has PST or post PTSD, and he's just kind of
American Sniper.
takes it upon himself to cleanse the world, cleanse New York City of like the bad people, and
falls in love with a very young Jodie Foster.
yeah, like a 12-year-old Jodie Foster. It's really messed up.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It was pretty close.
Well, I don't know.
She was pretty young,
but that's not as creepy as The Professional.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Natalie Portman.
Oh, yeah,
that movie creeps me out every time
no.
she's doing her dance. I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Anyway, beer.
You're right. No, that was like a French indie movie, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the French would do that.
Did you
Sorry,
know
all
that
our French listeners?
Did you know that originally that Natalie Portman and Jean Reno were supposed to like start being physically attracted and like start dating, but John Reno was like, whoa, I don't feel comfortable with this.
I don't blame him.
ever. I'm not Roman Polanski, and they completely pulled it away.
Speaking of The Pianist.
I brought it around. That's what I was trying to do.
Exactly.
Everything came full circle.
All right.
What do you have, Pete? We haven't got to you.
Oh, son of a biscuit! This beer was one of the whole reasons I was so excited to come to Upland. I had the barrel-chested IPA.
Good choice.
It's their barley wine, but it is barrel-aged in Willamette Brothers bourbon barrels. It's got a 9.8, 9.5. I don't have it right in front of me, but but you don't really taste it. And it's an American barley wine, so it's not like the English style where it's full malted. It's got a little more hop backbone, but you don't get it up front. You get a lot of the sweet malts. It's like it invites you in. It's like, oh, this is, and then it's like, boom, there's some hops. There's our American craft kick.
And then when you're all finished with it, you're like, oh, I'm a little drunk now.
Did you just describe your beer as like Mr. Rogers?
Very inviting.
It's like, like, oh, come on in. Boom, I'm Mr. Rogers, used to be a Marine.
Yeah, you know he had like some of the highest kill counts in Vietnam. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why he always wore.
He was a
sleeves, 'cause
badass.
He was tatted up
He
and
had
down
tats
on his
all
arms.
up and down his
He
arm.
was a Navy SEAL.
One
He
of
was
my
a
favorite
badass.
gifts is him flipping the camera off and then being like that. It's freaking hilarious. Look it up. Mr. Rogers gift.
Don't worry,
Flipping
as soon
off.
as I get home, that's going to be the first thing I do.
That's
It's hysterical.
That's why he wore the cardigans. He had to cover up his tats.
He was a badass man with Daniel Tiger. Had no idea what he was getting into.
Oh, is that like his like?
Yeah,
It was one of the puppets.
How are you gonna go with Daniel Tiger? Wasn't there a king? It was like, I'm a king. I don't know how the kings
there
talk.
definitely was. I don't know any of their names. I used to watch it.
Yeah. I don't remember the king. What
There
his
was a
name
king.
was.
I don't
There was
know.
the king
Was
of
the king.
whatever that land
Yeah,
was,
well,
right?
yeah, Neverland.
Village?
Get that Googled.
Make-believe
Yeah,
land.
yeah, land of
Make Believe Land. Mr. Rogers is original. Completely pulled that out of there.
Yeah, but when you're 4, you're too dumb to know he's not original.
You know what children's show I missed when I was a kid? Arthur. I used to watch that with my sister. Arthur was the shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could sing the song right now if I wanted to make myself
I
look
was
more
just gonna-
stupid.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a really random story, but when I was on a spring break trip in South Korea, we were sitting outside of a restaurant like in the DMZ between like South and North Korea, and someone brought up the fact like remember the TV show Arthur? I'm like, hell yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, the group we were with, we tried to recite the theme song, and so we're sitting on this tour bus in the DMZ in South Korea singing the Arthur theme song, and all these Korean tourists are staring at us like we're the weirdest people ever. And we
Yeah, because
probably
who
were.
goes to Korea for a spring break? That's what I'd be thinking.
Well, yeah,
Good question.
a little abnormal, but it was fun.
They're like, why are they here?
Was that back when Kim Jong-un was still a happy-go-lucky youth before he became a horrendous
yeah.
follow-up dictator?
Yeah. His father was still the dictator at that point.
So Daniel Tiger is the actual character. I didn't know if you knew that for sure.
No, I did.
Oh,
King Friday the 13th is the name of the
What?
king. Swear to God.
Peter killing it on those
Nice.
references from Mr. Rogers.
Ba-boom.
Oh, you guys don't remember Daniel Tiger? I do. That shit's for real.
Man, there's a list of about 40 of them. I don't remember.
Another thing about Alex Brown, my guest today, he's also one of the local comedians keeping our streak alive.
Aspiring. A comedian is
We're all
not.
at
There is
different
not a
levels.
comedian until you get paid to tell jokes. Aspiring comic.
All right.
I appreciate that, though.
Aspiring comic.
Thank you.
You deserve to be paid, though. I'll just say
One
that.
day, one day, maybe.
He's polishing, he's honing, he's crafting, he's getting better every day. But I did want to ask you, you've been around it a little longer than I have Bloomington around. Do you remember Ben Bazuna? Because that man could do the best Arthur voice. He's coming back. There's a reason for it.
Ben Bazuna. That name's so familiar.
He's out in LA now, and he's doing the YouTube channel, which I feel bad. I can't remember right now.
He was on Strangers.
Yes.
He had an interview on Strangers. Strangers on This Road. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I know who
There
you're
you go,
talking
Matt.
about.
You
Yeah.
got a plug.
I wasn't trying to plug Matt. I was just remembering the last time I know who Ben Bazuna is. He was someone that, from what I understand, started in the scene, realized that he wasn't going to move up as fast as he wanted to, which a lot of people want in comedy, and then he moved to LA to jumpstart that, and he has a successful.
We're right now passing around one of those famous internet memes of Arthur.
It was awful. What was I talking about?
I don't know.
I remember Ben
Jump-starting your
Bazuna. Ben Bazuna. Yeah, well, he realized that he wasn't going to move up as fast as most comics want to in the scene, and so he was like, "I'm moving to L.A.," which I think has a lot of courage, because I mean, you're still a relative nobody, when you make such a big jump. So, anyway.
No, valid point.
One fun fact for anyone who's a video game nerd like me, 2 of the voice actors from Arthur, Mr. Ratburn and Arthur's dad, were also voice actors in the most recent Deus Ex video game, which I found hilarious. And every time I play it now, I'm like, hey, it's Mr. Ratburn talking.
And that's Sam's favorite new modern game.
Oh,
Do you guys play
Yeah.
video games a lot? Do you? Okay, I gotta ask. Favorite video game of all time? If I was gonna say we're sitting down to play a video game right now, what game would you want to play?
I would go back to the Super Nintendo days and play some Zelda. That's exactly what
Ocarina of Time?
No, I'd say 64. Link to the Past. Is
I wasn't
Super
paying attention,
Nintendo.
sorry.
Either one. I would be perfectly fine with either one.
I'm going to go back to Super Nintendo as well, but
What?
Super Mario RPG.
Well, I never had like a Super Nintendo or any of those early systems. The first game I ever played, like, legitimately on my computer was the original Deus Ex. So I'd have to go with that. I borrowed my parents' laptop, and I'm replaying it again. I haven't played it in like 8 or 9 years.
Is it one of the old ones because it won't run on modern operating systems?
Yeah, it doesn't even have like you have to like plug in an Ethernet cable to connect to the internet. It doesn't have Wi-Fi or anything. So Deus Ex for sure. I mean, it's just one of the best all-time like first-person shooters.
I usually play sports games, but I got hooked on a game years ago that I am playing through again right now, and I've beaten it about 5 times before. Fallout 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh, boy.
My gosh, it's like every single time something happens, there's super mutants and ghouls, and I don't know what's going on, but all I want to know is I want to get married in the wasteland, but you're not allowed to.
I played Fallout 3 all the way through.
How great is
yeah.
it?
Years ago.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know. I went back to the early days of Super Nintendo, but if we're in the newer age, that's definitely one.
Can we agree that the mayor of Little Lamplight's the biggest fucking dick ever? I hate that kid.
Yes.
Every time he says something, he like says ninny boo boo and then like cusses at you, and you're like, who the fuck are you? Like, I hate that kid.
You know you can murder him.
No,
or
you
at least
can't.
Name him.
No, you can't. You can't shoot any kids in Fallout 3. I've tried
You're right.
multiple
Good job,
times.
Bethesda. That's actually...
All those Bethesda games have such high replay value. I'm playing through Skyrim again. I mean, that game came out 4 years ago at this point, and I still love playing that. I still go back to Fallout 3 in New Vegas.
Sam,
Why are they waving
tell
at
Alex- Because we're very popular. They know it's Who's Drinking What.
They're like, oh, it's Who's Drinking What? That podcast that just got to on Stitcher. You know another one I really like? Red Dead Redemption.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Apparently, they're working on a sequel for it. I
John
haven't.
Marston.
Yeah.
That game was one. Did you ever? I only played through it once, but there was like these. You know how you would just kind of randomly come across strangers out in the
Yeah.
wilderness? The
And you
guy that
shoot
was
'em.
like the devil.
Yes.
Yep.
You would meet him, and he would leave these cryptic like things that were like very introspective for the main character, and it was written so well that you really became the main character. So
Yep.
it was like, oh. And then when you find him, like, he kind of leaves you. I don't remember exactly what he said, but you're just like,
That game
the
was so
devil.
smart. I wish it was as free roam as Fallout, though. I mean, it kind of is, but
they
Still
lock off
fairly
there.
linear.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's very close. But
Yeah.
yeah, the majority of its main missions, which in Fallout you could beat the game in 9 missions.
Yeah.
Just like that, if you wanted to. But there's so many other things
Then
that
you
bring
could go
in.
on another 150 hours and continue. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think, as far as endings go, too, Red Dead Redemption had
I
probably
have
my
never
favorite
finished
ending.
that game.
I never
Never finished it.
The ending
I know
is
how it
so
ends.
good.
I've never
Okay.
finished
Yeah.
it.
I was
Yeah.
gonna tell you at least YouTube it. 'cause-
Oh, I've YouTubed it. I
Well, and they did a really good job with the zombie DLC, too. That was fun.
never
Yeah,
played
it
that.
was.
Yeah.
It was very hard because you could only kill him with a headshot, and I wanted to do it for like to read all the wackiness in the story, so I put it on to where it just snapped to their heads, so it was like one-shot kills.
Yeah.
Because the other way it's just too hard.
Yeah.
But it was good. Brooks, did you ever play Red Dead?
I did not.
Okay.
I never got into it. Was it on PlayStation and Xbox? Or was
Yes.
it
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
on-
Which game?
Okay.
Red Dead.
With Red Dead. Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I thought
If
it
your
was
wife
Xbox only
leaves
game
for a
some
week
reason. Yeah.
and you like I don't know take a workcation or something,
Okay.
I think
Do
they're
that.
just called vacations.
Probably get a GameStop for $10 now at this point.
Yeah.
Red Dead's great. It really is a hell of a game.
It's just Grand Theft Auto in the Old West, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, and who was the old man peddler, the snake oil salesman?
Oh, what was his
West
name?
Penny, something like that.
Something
Nigel,
like that.
Nigel West Penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy was amazing. They have such good characters, the Rockstar games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Anyway.
Well, this isn't a video game podcast. I could start one. I could talk all day and nerd the
we could
frick out.
Yeah.
But this is a beer podcast, and we're starting to get low. And I've got some games for these guys. So we're going to cut to break.
They're excited. The fans are excited about
The fans are
yeah.
absolutely excited.
They're like,
We're going to have our game of Modified Pick Your Poison coming up after the break.
Shadows fall.
All right, welcome back to this mini in-between break.
pretzels.
I should have done this before. Yes, I should have done this before, but for our game today, we're gonna blind pick off of their on-tap beers, and then I'm gonna get you samples. We're gonna do 2 each, and then you're gonna have to guess what it is. So, Alex, close your eyes.
My eyes are closed.
All right, go ahead and point. All right, and then we're gonna do it again. One more. Okay. All right.
They're like the hoppiest ones, aren't they? God, it's
Maybe.
gonna be awful.
Maybe they are. All right,
Maybe,
Sam,
you
your
never
turn.
know. Okay. Eyes closed.
And he is all over the place. All right, there's one.
Okay.
Taking it away. Sorry, Brooks. Number 2.
Where's the paper? there it is.
And then Brooks, your turn.
Where are we at here?
We got some good picks coming. All right.
Other
Lay
side,
down,
other
lay-
side,
no,
other
no,
side.
no.
There you go.
Okay.
That's
Brooks
not
is
there.
good one. Now let's do.
There's no
again.
velvet.
Go ahead.
I'm so far on top of this mic, I feel like I'm trying to bite a drink. If you know what I'm saying.
Just be a gentleman about it. All right. We're going to go back to our break. I'm going to go get these samples. Thank you. And here's a teaser. Here's a teaser. This is Profession. Teaser. We have a This Day in Beer History later, too.
Hell
yeah.
Woo! Planet Earth.
To my window. Night is coming on.
All right, guys. We are back to Who's Drinking What. It's time
What?
for the game round. Yes? Thanks, Alex. Sure.
Hey, we never talked about your seductive intro earlier, or whatever the hell that
That
was.
was kind of scared me a little
Very
bit.
beginning.
Guys, I'm just trying a new intro every time. Just add some originality to the open because I feel like it was getting stale.
Welcome to Who's Drinking What.
Yeah, Alex?
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Who's Drinking
It's like the
What?
ladies' man.
Yeah.
All right, Sam.
Hello,
we're gonna cut
ladies.
that
What are you
and use
drinking
that for
tonight?
The next show.
Fair enough.
I didn't hear it.
I used to do a Kermit voice. I don't know if I could do that anymore.
Do it.
Hi, folks. Kermit the Frog here, and welcome to Who's Drinking What, a beer
That's
podcast.
perfect.
Yeah. It's not as good as it used to be, but
Oh,
you know,
man.
It ain't easy being green.
Oh, Kermit. Oh,
It ain't
Who
easy
is that?
being green.
oh, it's Mickey Mouse here. Welcome to Who's Drinking What.
Oh my gosh. You could have all sorts of guest voices.
Man.
Can you do a Donald Duck? Do a Donald Duck.
Well, I think after the Downsy Mickey Mouse, I can't beat that. Like,
All right.
Anyway.
all right, drink beer. Drink beer.
Games round.
Games.
This is a fun episode already. I love it. All right, so what we have done, we have the list of what Upland has on tap. Each guy kind of blind picked, and now Brooks is gonna go first.
I am.
And so he's gonna take his snip. I combined sniff and sip.
Fair enough.
Killing it.
Take a snip. That one.
It's a very pretzel-tasting beer.
It's incredibly dark. That's for sure.
Gosh.
All right, well, I mean, I guess I'm just going to guess what it is, right? It's going to be a 1 point affair.
Do it. Do it.
I am going to guess that it's the Schwartz Black Lager.
Your first one was actually the Komodo IPA.
Shit, that's an IPA.
That is an
Wow.
Yeah, it's not that hoppy.
That's what she said.
Well, I'll finish
I don't
it
know
off
why
with
she'd
a
say
second.
that.
All right. Now, Sam, you go.
They gave us ample samples.
Yeah.
They sure did.
I just really wanted to say ample sample, but all right.
And that's your.
I
first
have
one.
an idea already based off the color, just the overall look of it.
You might have got the easiest sample on the
I
board.
think so. I won't say what I think it is. I'll go ahead and taste it to be sure. Yeah, it's the wheat.
Yeah.
Woo! Point. Yeah.
Sam maybe picked the easiest one.
Damn it.
Completely by luck.
So,
I said,
zero, Sam won.
It was my go-to in college. If I couldn't recognize it, I couldn't live with myself. So, yep, Upland wheat, go-to.
All right, now Alex is gonna go, and he's got one that's got kind of a golden, but it's filtered. It's not cloudy.
Yeah, looks pretty in the light.
Do you get anything from that stuff?
It smells very hoppy. It smells very, very.
You're not gonna
Clue
like
number
it.
one.
Dude, I know how to do it. I'm gonna drink this like I was taught how to drink wine, like in the movies.
Oh, I didn't know Julia Roberts came by to show you how to drink wine.
You're like
Why
Paul-
would she?
Paul
She's a tall
Giamatti
glass of something, if you know what I'm saying. Who's giving me a 5? Doesn't matter.
Paul Giamatti in Sideways, except with beer.
All right. My nose didn't dick with me. It is very hoppy.
All right.
Um,
So Alex is kind of balancing on this. He said it was hoppy. Do you know what it may be?
I'm going to say it's the Helios Pale Ale.
The Helios Pale Ale is actually a pretty good guess. It's
Yeah.
not the correct guess in this case.
Fuck.
Is it a pale ale of some sort?
It is the Coastbuster Imperial Pale.
Boom.
It was so hoppy, it's the hoppiest one they've got.
Dang it. I read the Helios, and it explained like a citrus like afterbite. And
Yep.
that's what an afterbite. And that's what I was picking up. So yeah, I'm okay.
The bartender before the show, she said that's been selling, like gangbusters. I mean, like
The Coastbusters gangbusters?
Exactly. I'm just trying to make all sorts of, word plays here. But she mentioned to us that it kind of had that grapefruit lingering
At
aftertaste.
least it's
to
not
it.
an East Coast
yeah.
Buster gang. Jokes for days. Just it was a bad one. All right. Well, you're winning.
All right, yeah, Sam's the only one with the
I'll-
point through the first round.
I'll take
We
it.
got some redemption here, Brooks.
Yep.
So he's got another dark one. He picked out 2 dark ones. Sam is also trying to Coastbuster see what he thinks of it.
That's good. That's excellent.
I'm
You're not going to finish it?
God, no.
All right. I've got 3 samples now.
I'll take your wheat.
Alex is not a hoppy fan.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Oh, look at that. This is
A little
sharing.
trade.
Mr. Rogers would be so proud of you guys.
Sharing means caring, and caring means sharing. Sorry.
I wouldn't have did that if I would have known that was
That's
going to
why
happen.
he's a guest host.
I'm sorry. You can cut that part out, too.
Not going to happen. That's in for life.
Damn it.
What's next?
Brooks has a decision to make. Are you measuring it against the light to see what colors come through?
Yes, I am. Trying to decide if it's black or brown.
Okay. Have you made a decision? Benefits of this show, nobody can see, is Alex Brown now has a new Facebook post mid-show. Or Facebook
Profile picture.
profile pic, right? Yeah.
You're welcome. The last person that was in my profile pic, my dad thought I was going to marry, so who knows what's going to happen. Just saying.
Who's this guy in the background with the beard? Is there anything
Is
happening
that your
here?
future husband? I'm
yeah.
okay with that. I'm very open.
I'm not very sure about this one. I don't.
We're taking a trip to China next month to look for an adoption.
Damn it. Oh Jesus. I'm just gonna guess the Nut Hugger Brown Ale.
Nut Hugger Brown Ale.
Nut hugger.
Brooks, you ordered the Bad Elmer's Pills Porter.
Ooh, was it?
Bad Elmer's.
He tripped you
How
up
was
on
it?
both of them.
It's good. I just.
Yeah.
I need you to fail on that other
didn't
one. I
do
think I
anything,
know what
by
it
the
is,
way,
though.
Sam.
So we can tie.
I'm looking at
yeah.
He picked them.
That?
He picked them.
it. If we tie, what happens?
okay.
Whoever chugs the most wins. If there's a tiebreaker, we should order a beer, and whoever drinks the fastest wins.
I'll play that.
You can't. 0 points. You can't do it.
All right.
Played anyway.
We've created tiebreaker rules.
All right.
All right, Sam, you have your number 2 going.
Here we go. It's a little brownish red to look at. Yeah, a little amber, but I don't know. We'll tell with the taste. The sight isn't giving me much.
Yeah, any smell?
The taste is giving me a lot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I got the easiest ones. Just to be sure, I'm going to look at here.
Just by looking at it, I think I know what it is. Why do I get hosed? I always
Yeah.
get hosed.
Hey, your finger picked them.
I know
Yeah.
it did,
Puts the lotion in the skin.
or else it gets the hose again.
Before I try to outguess myself or outthink myself, I'm just going to go with the barrel-chested barley wine.
Sam has locked up the win today.
Shit.
Best Alex Brown can do is get a guaranteed second and not tie this guy with the donut.
I mean, the bourbon.
I just wanted to have a chug contest. Also, I need to take a break after this because I've drank a lot of beer and I have to urinate. Just going to say that.
I mean,
byproduct of this
if
show.
it had been anything else, it may have been a little bit more difficult to discern, but that bourbon barrel taste. Gave
All
it away
right, here
immediately.
goes. Here goes. I'm
knew
going to
when you
smell
picked
this.
too.
I know what this is.
Yeah?
Bad Elmer's Porter.
You also got the Komodo Dragon. 2 people picked the Komodo. 2 people could not decide they had picked the Komodo.
I thought you said that was the Bad Elmer's. Shit, I thought it was.
The first one was the Komodo.
I looked at that and I was just like, I think that's the same exact beer I'm about to drink, and I just was trying to. I can't remember words. Hey, well then we need to see who's second. We need to see who's second.
Alex
Is that fair?
Challenging Brooks to a chugging contest.
Chugging
Which
contest.
one of these beers are we going to chug is my question.
Your
I think it should be
choice.
Pete's
It's
choice.
your choice.
He's a neutral-
Ooh, Pete's choice.
Neutral party here.
I mean, this is...
And do we want to do one of these or do we want to do a tall
It's not like
boy?
we got like a Bud Light to choose from here.
That would be a twist.
Let's do it. Let's do a sampler size. Okay. I think that's the responsible thing to do, and I think we should do
Lame.
the Easy Chair Amber. I think would be a good one to do.
Fair enough.
All right, so we're gonna do that at the break. When we come back, you can enter into this contest. So we're gonna throw it to break real quick.
Break.
Coming up, we've got our second round. We have an impromptu chugging contest for last place.
Hell yeah.
No, for second place.
And for last, technically.
Second and last.
Yeah.
You can win, not
Oh,
last.
don't be angry, Peter. Just let it just flow, man. It's
Hey,
cool.
I'm loving this. I just get to
cool.
watch. And we have a This Day in Beer History. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Sweet.
I like girls in cut-off blue jeans. Is that really oh so bad? Sometimes I think I miss my call. Should have been Sir Galahad. Memories, they come to me. I find I see places I'd like to be. My mind, it runs in circles for what seems forever.
All right, guys.
Stop and never
Round 2
Dose.
is upon us. Real quick, we have a quick order of business to make up for to see
shit, I almost forgot.
who's second.
Did you already take a sip of that?
No, I haven't taken a sip.
All right, guys.
Nope, we're pretty
Here
even.
comes the cheers. Wait. Okay, hang on. Let's make this a ground rule. You guys are
Make
about
it.
equidistant, so let me get my mic out of the way. As soon as you touch glasses, that's when it starts.
I
I'm
like
gonna
it.
fucking chip a tooth. When it chip.
All right.
I
Sam,
basically saying that glass is more powerful than my enamel.
go to a dentist once in a while.
So
Hey.
we're the two impartial judges, right?
No, we're you and me. We are
Hey, you
we're
record
Costas
this.
and James Brown.
You record this.
We're-
You watch him. You watch me. Put your hand up when the winner wins.
I want to be Madden and Summerall.
Okay, yes.
Record this. We're gonna have to look back at visual evidence to see who wins first. Now, is it the first glass that hits the table, or is it the first that's gone?
I'd say first glass hits the table.
Yeah,
Let's make
you
it-
gotta complete
let's make
the
it
action.
final. Yeah,
Complete the catch
Yeah.
all the way to the ground.
exactly. No Des Bryant here.
yeah.
All right.
Calvin Johnson rules in effect.
Yeah.
This is for
Second place and last.
the first loser.
This is for nothing, you
This is
losers.
for absolutely nothing.
because I already won.
All right,
These are
you see
samplers, so
here,
they're
they've
free
got
beer.
the 2 glasses and boom, chicken sandwich.
No, I'm Pat Summerall.
Who's doing Collinsworth? The guy that goes,
No
Yeah,
one's doing Collins. Collinsworth sucks.
We fired him.
Yeah.
oh, Chris Collinsworth, you were a horrible quarterback. Clink and then go.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3, clink.
They're not gonna clink it because look
There
at
we
it.
go.
That is the daintiest clink. Boom, pull a sausage.
Oh, Alex.
From the waist up, Alex Brown is the drinkiest guy on the show.
He
like
did
to
it,
drink.
folks.
I think he beat me on the arm down.
I think he did. It was nanoseconds.
All I want you guys to know is I won second
Yes.
in that moment.
Yeah, actually, I think clearing the old tongue and throat, you guys were probably about even. Brooks lollygagged.
Lollygagged on that slam down.
Got a little cocky there. Just
The only thing I got to say is Brooks is married happily. I sleep on a couch. So, I mean, this was important to me. That's all I'm saying.
This was a small victory
This is
for
to
you.
keep Alex
very
from
important.
putting
Yeah.
the barrel in his mouth. All right, guys. All right, now that order of business is done, we have our second round in front of us.
Sure does.
Bunny rabbit ears?
Sure does.
Bunny rabbit ears.
This is the money round. All right, guys.
Money.
Eins, zwei, Gazufa.
Did we
Cheers.
all get the same beer?
Yeah, Sam and I had the same. You two had the same.
Did we all get the same?
That's what happens when you go to two separate bars, I
It's
guess.
so tasty.
Oh, man. And I just realized I'm yelling into the mic. I'm sorry, listeners.
It's okay. We're surrounded by a lady with a rabbit ear.
I won't subject people to me yelling.
Are we ordering food?
We should. I want a tenderloin.
Boy, we sure should have.
Are we gonna go pick a case up and go back to your place and just hang out? Video games,
Let's
baby.
do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
All right.
I'd be down.
All right.
Because we're all going to what? Stuart Huff tonight.
Stuart Huff tonight.
10:30 at the Comedy Attic.
I'm going to get back to that. No,
Okay,
we'll bring
okay.
it back up. Let's get our beers out of the way.
Get the baby.
Because Sam and I are drinking the same thing. Sam, I'll let you tell it. Because you speak for me. What are you drinking?
Peter Hines and I are drinking the Dragonfly IPA, which is a brew with a very powerful hop profile, matching malt character, and an enticing floral nose, which you get all those. You get the very powerful. Someone's excited in the background. You get a very powerful hop, profile at the beginning, but that has that malt backbone to kind of back it up. It's not just bitterness throughout.
Who doesn't like a
And-
malt backbone?
I sure don't, or sure do, something. But then it does kind of, when you sniff it, it has that hop characteristic, but it has kind of that floral characteristic as well, which I'm looking forward to with all this goddamn snow outside. I'm ready for some floral notes outside as well.
Nice. I mean, it's warm.
At least it's warm. Yeah, it's 20 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. It's just 8 inches of snow on the ground. But no, Dragonfly is a classic. I used to get, once I graduated from the wheat ale, I'd go to Dragonfly all the time. I love Dragonfly. It's kind of the classic IPA, especially for Bloomington.
Actually, I maybe broke a personal rule on this show because I like to try to get something new every time, but being here at Upland, this is one of my favorites. I had to go back to it.
Absolutely. It's that and Helios are both really, really good.
Now, Alex and Brooks, you guys also got the same thing. So, Alex, I'm just going to let Brooks take it from here. He's got the description. That's why. I'm getting the evil eye. Alex, it's cool. I'm going to give you your table platform in a second.
All right, we both got the Easy Chair Amber Ale. It's a gentle to moderate malt sweetness with a nutty, lightly caramelly character and a medium dry finish. Malt hop balance is nearly even with hop flavor low to none. And that's true. It's not hop. Whoa.
Birthday party.
We got some people excited next to us, but no, this beer, it's not hoppy at all. It's pretty malty, caramelly. It's real easy drinker. I like it a lot.
Someone's wearing bunny ears back there.
Yeah, we found out it's
saying bunny ears for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
it's
No
a
bunny
birthday
ears.
party. Yeah, that's what it is.
So what for? Oh crap! I had a great pun right there. Now.
All right, Alex, Stuart Huff is in town. At the Comedy Attic.
No.
What?
I don't know what's happening.
I agree with everything Brooks just said about the beer we're both drinking. It is absolutely delicious. It's probably my favorite Upland beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're out of pretzels.
So what were we talking about now?
Well, in between the breaks here, we were talking about going to Stuart Huff. I actually went last night. So good, I want to go again. Have you ever seen him before?
Let's do it. I've never seen Stuart Huff. We are friends on Facebook, though.
I'll hang around for another 8 hours to go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
we're going to Peter's house and drinking a bunch. He's got a girlfriend that'll take us to the show drunk.
Yes. We'll find some way to get there.
Taxi cab. Works well.
Uber.
But no, I will have to say, I want to give my plug to him because what I saw last night was so good, and why I'm going back again. You usually don't go back to a comic within the same tour date because they're going to do the same thing. So, but it was so good, I want to see it again. And he's doing more than comedy, actually. It's just an all-around inspirational show. This man should be president in some ways, I think, because he's got some great ideas how to fix not just this country, but humanity. If you guys see him on the docket anywhere near you guys, go to him is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things. I've never seen him do comedy before, but I'm changing that tonight.
Ooh.
Just saying.
All right. I did want to say one thing. Since we had all the snow, let's bring it into that. Can everybody agree clearing off your windshield when you have more than an inch on it is not enough? Because as soon as you stop, all of the snow on the top of your car is going to cover your windshield.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to get in my way because I've cleared my whole car.
That's why you start, when you're cleaning it off, you just start at the top and just...
Yeah, around the antenna.
Yeah.
When I didn't have some sort of carport or garage, it would just be clear off the entire goddamn car because otherwise you're just gonna get snow on your windshield again.
You know what? I even got a garage at my house. My wife and I do, but it's just got a bunch of shit in it, and I'm so lazy that I just clear my car off rather than clean my garage out and put my fucking car in it.
Wouldn't it be easier to just put the crap in the yard and then clear that off of snow?
I think he's asking about a yard sale.
Sounds like you've got something to do this spring.
I got plenty to do this spring, but it'd benefit me more right now. So it's probably not going to happen, but it's a nice thought.
I'm just gonna say, thank God I have a garage in my current apartment because the drive down here from Indianapolis was bad enough.
Yeah.
Because US 37 and Indiana 67 were both just. There was one lane of traffic. They cleared out one lane, and that was
What
it.
was your radio working because you had an antenna?
I mean, my iPod was.
That's good.
Yeah, Alex sacrificed his antenna to be here today.
How did that happen?
I am very careless in my
The antenna's sitting right here.
cleaning off.
Apparently,
That's my old antenna. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very careless in cleaning off my car to get to this podcast.
And just bam, it was gone.
Just hit it once and it popped off.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd your radio do on the way here?
This could be like your new trophy.
Actually
you
worked.
give away
TTS
each
came
week.
in crystal clear. It
Pick
was
your
a shock.
poison. Whoever wins Pick Your Poison each week gets Alex's
Oh.
until the next week and the next winner.
That gift's for
I like
Peter.
Yeah, that'll be a ever-living part of the show now.
My broken
Part of the
antenna.
Who's Drinking
Remind
What
you of the
lore.
sacrifice that
Yeah.
you put forth to get here.
Put forth to be here on time.
Yeah.
When some were shoveling still. So what's next?
Well, first, it's not quite the end of the show, but I want to thank Upland
It's
for
not
letting
yet?
us be here. This has been a fantastic
Absolutely.
time. We're in the new expanded area right off of 11th Street in the heart of Bloomington.
Well, a ventricle at least.
Yeah, I haven't been here since I moved from Bloomington, and I was taken aback how
Yeah.
huge it's become, how big it's expanded. It's really
recently
awesome.
remodeled.
And for having 8 inches, I'm shocked at how many
Well,
people are
there's
here.
There's so many people here considering the snow.
How much snow do you guys think is outside right now that just fell last night?
I
6?
don't know, because it was
6 to 8 at least.
to 8.
fell
Yeah.
on top of 4 inches that was already standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good amount out there. I mean, when I cleared my car off this morning, there was a good 6 to 8 inches on my car. I don't know if that's telling.
I think Indy
how
got
much
hit
it
harder.
fell or not, but it was pretty hefty amount.
I know your wife was hoping for a good 6 to 8 inches when she married you.
Yeah, she only got about 3 to 4.
With
Snowfall than predicted for Brooks' wife.
Peter makes that joke because he's like legitimately 8'7", like he's a freaking giant. Yeah.
I'm a little bigger.
But I have heard his penis be described as like Andre the Giant-esque, just because of how that looks. You know, very hairy and not well groomed.
I saw a picture on Twitter the other day of Andre the Giant holding a 12-ounce can of Bud Light. It looked diminutive. It was
like it's a
so
4-ounce
small.
can of Bud Light.
Yeah, it was so small. Like, this was the guy's actual hand. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
it was
it was-
ridiculous.
Do you want a peanut? I don't know. That was my Andre the Giant. I don't care.
I'm all right with that. I don't have an Andre the Giant. I wouldn't even know how to start.
Is it would you or do you? I don't care.
I just have Princess Bride references.
Yeah, that's from
Yeah.
Princess Bride.
Is it? Okay.
Let's talk about our favorite movie of all time. Can we do that before the podcast ends?
Absolutely, because you did bring up movies earlier.
I am watching. I'm legitimately watching every single movie that is been nominated for the Oscar this year.
Okay.
I've done Boyhood.
How was that?
Oh God, was it?
It was pretty shitty.
I heard it was shitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
I've
was
heard
really
really
shitty.
mixed things, yeah.
It-
It's probably going to win,
it-
too.
this
That's-
movie could have literally been named Patricia Arquette marries the worst people, or I'm glad this wasn't my childhood. Like, it was that. It was complete shit.
It's an intriguing concept.
It's a great concept.
Yeah.
Linklater did a great concept. I also watched The Theory of Everything, the Stephen Hawking biopic.
That looks
the
good.
guy that played Stephen Hawking's, it was like watching Stephen Hawking's.
Really?
Like
Really?
he did a phenomenal job. And then the movie that I enjoyed the most was Whiplash. If you have not seen Whiplash, you see Whiplash.
What is that? Like, what? I haven't heard of that, I guess.
J.K. Simmons, the State Farm commercial guy, and he was also in Juno and in
J. Jonah
Spider-Man,
Jameson.
the first- yeah.
Spider-Man. That's right. He was the guy that was over at like Jonah Jameson. That's right.
Yeah.
Jonah
He was
Jameson.
the editor. Like, give me pictures of Spider-Man, Parker.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was that guy.
Yeah.
Great actor.
I-
It's about like
He's
this.
a shoo-in to win Best
Oh,
Supporting
if he
Actor.
doesn't fucking win,
Yeah.
it was a great movie. It's probably one of the best movies.
Yeah.
Whiplash. It's about a team. It's about a group, a school that is like a jazz band thing, and
drumming and
yeah,
stuff, yeah.
There's guy's a drummer, and then they
no.
And
it's,
J.K. Simmons
Juilliard, I think,
is
what-
not a good guy. But you get pulled in. He's such a love. Like you're like, oh, I kind of respect this guy.
Yeah.
But he's a shithead.
It's
It's
the-
beautiful. Here's the best thing about the
Is it like
movie.
a real woman
Here's
movie,
the
or
best
is it a
thing.
comedy?
No, it's like a best friend
a
movie
guy
where
comedy.
Yeah.
The best thing about it is there's no protagonist or antagonist. They're all shitheads. Like, you don't like anybody in this movie. But they all have kind of redeeming qualities,
Yeah.
except Paul Reisner. Paul Reisner is the dad of the character, and he rocks. Like, that was the best performance I've seen since Mad About You. Like, definitely check it out. Whiplash
or Aliens.
is an amazing movie. I have 7 more to
Have you seen
finish.
Gone Girl yet?
I haven't. My dad just watched
Holy
Gone Girl with his
shit.
new
Did you
girlfriend.
watch it?
Yeah. Twice.
We'll talk after the show because that's one of those movies. It's like Game of Thrones. Like, you can't talk about really anything past the first 5 minutes.
No
or it's a
kidding.
Spoiler.
I tell you what, the more that Ben
it takes a turn like 40 minutes in.
the more
yeah.
that Ben Affleck does, the more I'm very impressed with him being the new Batman.
Oh, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
I wasn't super excited about it, but like the movies he's been churning out lately has just been
As
crisp.
a director or an actor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
An older, more grizzled Batman, though, right?
I'm-
Like
Yeah,
Batman right
yeah.
before retirement.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you saw the
Like
the
401k
pictures-
I
man.
was literally getting ready to say 401.
when you saw the pictures
It
of
wasn't that good. I'm glad I took it.
that Zack Snyder tweeted out about Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Have you seen those?
Have you seen that picture?
Yeah.
That looks badass.
Aquaman's a badass now.
let's
Jason
Yeah.
Momoa is my man crush.
yeah.
Your favorite movie of all time.
Favorite movie.
Name it.
Okay.
Favorite movie. Brooks, you start. Favorite.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa, whoa.
Peter, you
I'm gonna-
start.
Give me a minute to think here.
Favorite movie of all.
Saving Private Ryan for me.
Saving Private Ryan. Why?
I'm a huge World War II history nut. Always was, going back to grade school, early grade school. And historically, the atmosphere was amazing. The battle scenes were great. But the more you watch it, and I watch this at least once a year.
Wow.
And I rarely
On
watch
D-Day?
movies more than once. I should watch
Oh,
on
yeah.
D-Day. But it's just such a good character story, and not just, Matt Damon's character, who is Private Ryan, but like Vin Diesel, who is Caparzo when he's trying to save the kid, he gets sniped. Giovanni Ribisi, who's the medic, and he's talking about his mom when they're in the church.
So many good actors in that.
What? Yeah.
That movie just, it almost gives me chills, and I mean, I respect my grandfather so much more after watching it too.
Definitely.
Do you have one? I have a follow-up question after this also.
I do. It's going to be difficult to explain why, but I love watching Collateral.
That's a good movie.
Tom Cruise and
Tom
Jamie
Cruise?
Foxx.
What?
He's driving him around?
Yeah.
He's white
Tom
hair?
Cruise is always like that douchebag, like everyman, hero
Usually.
kind of guy. He's an asshole sniper assassin in this movie. And Jamie Foxx is great in that. Javier Bardem is great in that. Jada Pinkett Smith is great in that.
Javier
Mark
Bardem's
Ruffalo-
in it? Collateral?
Javier Bardem is like the guy Tom Cruise is working for. He's I can't remember the guy's name now. It's been a while since I've watched it. No, I can't remember, but he's the guy that Jamie Foxx poses as Tom Cruise's character and goes into the club and talks to. I can't remember his name.
I've never heard anybody say Collateral is their favorite
Felix.
movie. And,
Felix.
hey, hold
His name's
on,
Felix.
say,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise movie that I absolutely loved. Have you seen Oblivion?
Yes.
Oblivion blew my freaking mind. I loved every second of it.
Had low expectations, and it was really, really
It was
good.
worth it.
Yeah.
All right, Brooks.
But
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I probably watch like Pete said. I watch Collateral once or twice a year because just Michael Mann films in general, like Public Enemies, Heat, Miami Vice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Black Hat yet, but that just came out. Black Hat. I just love.
Is that the one with Thor?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. I just love the style of his
Tomcat?
movies. The music.
Never heard of
Black Hat.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
It looks super generic.
I heard it wasn't as good. I'll stick with Heat and Collateral for now. But
Heat's good.
Heat's
good.
amazing. But I just love the style and the ambiance of that film, and the performances in there are really great.
Man, all right. I think if I had to pick a favorite movie, I might go with Gone Baby Gone. I don't know if you've seen it.
That's a good movie.
Never seen it.
Another Ben Affleck directed movie.
Really?
Yeah.
It's who stars it? Casey Affleck.
Casey Affleck,
is
yeah.
like the main character in it. I don't even know what to say about it. Well, it was like I think it came out in like 2007.
Yeah.
Like, I was a freshman in college when it came out, and my roommate and I watched it. I was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking awesome!" And
Yeah.
I watched it many more times since then. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's fucking wonderful.
Just kind of a different side you see of like kind of the suburbs of Boston
Right,
and
yeah.
the criminal underworld. And I think it's based off a novel because the Drop that came out last year with James Gandolfini and Tom Hardy.
seen it.
Same author as the guy who wrote Gone Baby.
Talk
I wanna
about
see it.
someone that died way too soon.
Yeah.
Gandolfini.
I
just
love
finished
James
Sopranos
Gandolfini. Oh
lately.
my god, how great
Yeah.
was it?
So good.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck the ending, but everything
No,
else.
the ending was great. Because who knows? It just opens up. It doesn't matter anyway.
Well, yeah, you're right. It leaves endless possibilities, but that was also what was torturous about it. Anyway, Alex, you asked all of us. I want to ask you, what's your favorite movie?
I have two. All right.
Nope.
Yeah. You had two.
You have one favorite.
You had Collateral and Heat.
Those are both in the top
My
five. For sure.
favorite movie of all time is The Assassination of Jesse James
by the
coward Robert Ford. Sam Rockwell, Brad Pitt, Casey. It was a beautifully done. The cinematography on that movie alone was amazing. The story was good. And then my second favorite, and I'm shocked I'm going to say this on a podcast,
Spice World.
because I am not a fan. I am not a fan of this director. But Spice World, no.
Sorry. Go
Big
ahead.
Fish.
That was a great. Yeah.
I hate Tim
for
Burton.
sure.
I think he's worthless. Like I don't like any of his movies. But Big Fish was the most beautiful movie I've
Ewan
ever seen in my
McGregor
life.
was-
Oh,
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor, Albert Finney,
Yeah.
the list. Helena Bonham Carter as worthless. I don't know why she's in anything ever. But
She's
like,
in every Burton movie.
yeah,
though.
she was
Well,
like,
she's married to the guy.
Yeah.
not anymore.
Yeah,
They
that's true.
split up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Play split up. Favorite actor? I got to know.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
I'm gonna, since I started off, when you said Sam Rockwell, he's not my favorite actor, but he's like my favorite underrated
Have
actor.
you seen Moon?
What is it?
Moon is.
Oh my!
That's in my top 5 as well. Holy
I haven't.
shit, that movie's great.
Moon's about the Earth is now getting their energy from a certain whatever from the moon, and Sam Rockwell is on the moon. He has like a 2 or 3 year contract, and just shit happens. And Kevin Spacey does the voice of a character, and then Sam Rockwell, he basically
It's
is on.
basically Sam Rockwell and no one else.
It's amazing.
entirely-
It's amazing. If you're a Rockwell fan, Moon is
Confessions of a
amazing.
Dangerous Mind is really what sold me on Rockwell too.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it is Sam Rockwell, and I think it's maybe partly like real. He was the guy that created the Gong Show.
Nobody knows.
But was
Nobody knows if it's a
also
true story or not.
CIA agent at the
What
same time.
maybe? No one knows. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, that's the beauty of Sam Rockwell is he plays madness so well.
Yeah.
Assassination of Jesse James. Remember how he turns and he goes just fucking crazy?
I've not seen that.
You got to see that movie. It's
I've
a
only
3
seen
hour.
the end.
Well, the
My-
problem
the
is
end's
that the length
heartbreaking.
has
Yeah.
always been my hurdle that I have
Worth
not
it.
leaped.
Worth every second of it.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Now I'll do it. But favorite actor, I mean, I'm going to be generic here and go down to Tom Hanks.
See,
Tom
yeah,
Hanks,
John-
Saving Private
classic.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that or some.
Everybody
young-
agreeing with Tom Hanks? Are you kidding
Well,
me?
no, I'm not gonna say it's my.
And he has some shitty movies, but he's got some fantastic.
Come on, Tom Hanks?
Saving Private Ryan.
Really? Why don't we just say Tom
Forrest
Cruise
Gump.
or like someone else that's very like just
Are
in
you,
the.
are you equaling Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks right now?
No,
With
I'm
that
just
Tom
saying
Hanks?
like someone that's like always a leading man. Like why
Tom
don't we
Hanks
do
is a
someone?
classic.
Leo didn't.
Leo DiCaprio is amazing. He's really doing good.
I like younger De Niro.
Yeah.
Pacino.
No,
Fuck yeah, De
Oh
Niro.
my
No,
God.
no. I want to change mine to De Niro.
De
Hank's
Ni-
great. Leo's great. De Niro the best.
De Niro and Pacino and Heat. How can you get better than that?
I completely
back to
disagree with all of you. I'm just going to say that.
That's fine.
My
Yours.
favorite actor of all time is an actor named Brendan Gleeson.
Mad Eye Moody.
He played Mad Eye Moody,
Yeah.
but he was also the best friend of Mel Gibson in Braveheart. He was the big ginger redhead guy that his big
yeah?
friend.
No,
he
I-
was also in Gangs of New York.
in Bruges.
As he was in Bruges.
Oh, I
he
need to see
he
that.
was in
That movie's
The
great.
Guard with Don Cheadle. He's an amazing actor. Like
Well,
he's usually a character actor.
Yeah.
But he's phenomenal.
My favorite actor, to stay with the British theme, is Daniel Craig.
Well, he's Irish.
Well, Irish, whatever. You know,
Is he? I didn't know
British
he was
Isles, that general vicinity.
The same
I mean,
area.
he does a great job with the Bond films. I'll give him that. And then like Layer Cake, Defiance, Munich.
The
He's
fir-
been in some other like fantastic films.
The first time I saw Daniel Craig was Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks,
Yes,
your boy.
yes.
He was in it. He
Yes.
was the fucking weirdo dude.
He's
He's
Paul
Newman's
Newman's
son.
actual son and Tom Hanks' adoptive son.
Oh,
Yeah. He's awesome in that.
Yeah, Daniel Craig. I used to hate him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Peter, this is your show.
I know, that's fine.
Peter and Brooks, this is your show.
You brought up Braveheart. Brandon Gleeson was part of one of my favorite lines in any movie, one of the funniest lines. Mel Gibson's sitting there trying to figure out how to take on the British cavalry and is like, we'll make spears. As big as a man, twice as big as a man.
Why is he doing the accent?
And the guy says,
Because he can.
some men are bigger than others. Your mother been telling stories about me, has she?
It's a penis reference. I get it. That's good.
Best dick joke in a movie that's not clearly a dick joke.
No,
Also,
Brendan Gleeson.
speaking of Oscar's biggest upset as far as Best Picture is concerned, because Apollo 13 had won like all of the awards beforehand, like Directors Guild,
Wow.
Producers Guild, Actors Guild, like everything, and then Braveheart came in and won the Oscar for Best Picture.
Yeah.
That was like the first time that had happened ever.
Shawshank beat Son of a Woman, which I think is one of the best movies of all time.
Shakespeare in Love beat Saving Private Ryan.
Oh my God! Don't even talk about it. Adrian Brody beat Daniel Day-Lewis.
Coming back to that, yeah.
Oh
again,
my
yeah.
gosh, what is wrong with the world? This is a guy that was kicked off of Saturday Night Live because he's not funny or talented. He just can be silent for 2 hours and win an Oscar.
Dear Motion Picture Academy Association, whatever you are,
Still accept that.
the four of us should be new voters because
I
we know
agree.
what's up and you don't.
Do you know how much those voters make? Legitimately, like almost
voter?
6 figures a year. Like they sit on their ass and watch movies
All the
and
more
dictate
reason.
what's good.
Send me screeners. I'll vote. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll vote.
Yeah.
There might be a lot of pornography in my voting, but we'll see what happens. Is Debbie Dub?
Interesting.
And we have one vote for backdoor sluts now.
Yeah, they'll be like, and the nominees for the best picture: Saving Private Ryan, Sin of a Woman, and Debbie Does Dallas. Is that movie even relevant?
That's right.
The cinematography on that, though.
I'll be like, she
second to
did
none.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Commit it to her art.
Guys, it is February 21st. It's time for this day in beer history.
Bum, ba, ba.
Our headline today comes from the Chicago Press in 1934.
Wow.
Headline, City has a new style of beer. In the cessation of Prohibition, Chicago has a new favorite drink. Gottlieb Heilmann's brewery up in La Crosse, Wisconsin is now replacing the gangsters, flooding the city with tasty and refreshing alcohol. It's been 5 years since Capone's Valentine's Day massacre, and the residents are happy to now leave that type of business behind. No longer shall good Chicagoans fear their beer be spiked with deadly industrial alcohol or mobster blood. This new style is simply clean, wholesome German lager. Philip Wrigley.
Yeah,
owner-
Germans don't put blood in their beer. God damn.
Yeah, they don't have any.
Yeah,
around
that's right.
breweries.
Yeah.
Philip Wrigley, owner of Wrigley Gum and the beloved Cubs, has also taken a shining to this new brew and says, "This is the kind of drink the fans of the Cubs would enjoy, whether from the boxes to the bleachers. Why, I even believe if we never put a competitive team out on the field for years, that the fans would still come to drink and celebrate their city.
Called it.
But we would never have a bad team, so Cubs fans should perish the thought."
We would never have a bad team.
The article then goes on, but that has been this day in beer history.
Yay!
Welcome to 2015, where
Where the Cubs can win a
yeah.
pennant.
What kind of beer was that we're speaking of? Some old style?
I believe it might have been some old style.
Was it old style?
I mean, any baseball fans here? What do you think about Madden? He's the new. Isn't
Cubs.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Do you think he's going to turn it around? Do you think he have any kind of chance?
Sam, to answer your question, Madden's the new GM, new manager. Cubs still gonna suck. They don't have enough.
I don't think they're going to suck. I think they're going to
Kinda
be
my
okay.
thoughts, too.
I think they're going to be okay.
They'll be better, but
They'll be.
Fourth, they won't be
I
fifth.
bet you that the Cubs are going to make it to the playoffs this year. That's all I'm going to say.
Not gonna happen. All right, guys. I want to thank Alex Brown for being our guest today. I want to thank Upland for being a terrific host. You guys have great beer. Anybody in
Absolutely.
the Bloomington area, check us out or check Upland out. Also, they are also operating and distributing in states surrounding Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Michigan. Go get some Upland.
Get Upland.
for sure.
Sam, thank you for driving down, being our guest host.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Alex, once again, thank you.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
All right, that's been Who's Drinking What? Drink on.
Drink on.
Sitting on my bed in my red pajamas, watching Michigan State take on Indiana, and honey, thought you'd like to know. I don't mean to be apologizing, and I hate wasting time philosophizing, 'cause baby, I'm a little bit slow. I know a lot of people catch on to things quicker, and maybe I spend too much time with my liquor, and I stand still while the others go. And I never get jokes until hours later, and then I crack up in a crowded elevator, 'cause baby, I'm a little bit slow.